Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about liquid foundations, and I'm going to try out some of my favorites as well as some of the favorites in the industry, I guess. Studio Fix foundation. So the MAC Studio Fix is one of their best sellers. It has a matte finish. This one's an NC42, so it's quite yellow based. And yeah, it's oil free completely, so it shouldn't react with your skin type. This is probably my number one that I have in my kit that I use on my brides because it photographs very well. I would probably not suggest for everyday use. I do feel it clogs the pores, especially because it's very matte, and if you do have more of a dry skin tone, I would probably say moisturize your skin, moisturize your skin very well before applying it. Otherwise, maybe stay away from it because it could potentially mean that it will oxidize. So I'm going to use my favorite buffer brush, back of the hand, and then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. So I have no concealer on, nothing else, and I feel like, you know what, it's covered my face quite nicely. And what I liked about it is because I used this brush, it went on very nice and, you know, blended it into the skin, and I feel like I didn't use a lot of product either. So I would say Studio Fix is definitely one of my favorites. Huda Beauty Full Filter Full Coverage Cream Foundation. Now with this one, it's full coverage, very matte, and yeah, it photographs well as well. It's actually great. I actually find that with the Huda Beauty, especially the 330, is probably the best skin tone match that I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm actually very impressed with the color range that she actually has. The only downfall for me is extremely full coverage, meaning it feels very heavy on the skin, and because it's extremely matte and extremely heavy, that by the end of the day my skin actually breaks out in a lot of oil. So I feel like my entire skin is very oily. So personally, I am not going to use this on my clients. It is something that I use on special occasions, but only if I'm out for a few hours, not for the whole day. I don't think this is great for a whole day personally. So this one I'm actually going to use with my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Foundation. So let's see. I mean, I can already see it's so much product, and I use the exact same amount of, oh my god. It genuinely feels like I've got another skin on. Like it feels, yeah, it just feels very uncomfortable. Like I can already feel like I've got so much on. It doesn't feel watery at all. It actually feels more like a cream, like a really thick cream. And if you notice compared to my MAC, is that this one's a little bit warmer. Like I feel like it goes very well with like my hands, my neck, everything. So it's just like, I like it, unless you don't think so, but I actually think the color is really nice. It's just it's crazy heavy, and it's not really yeah. Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. So this one's the Syracuse. I love this, absolutely love this. It's like the name suggests, sheer glow. So it's actually, I do think it gives you very good coverage, but it gives you more of a radiant, sort of a glowy sort of skin finish. So definitely not dewy. It's just more of a glow, like a natural glow. So I feel this stays on the whole day. It lasts me the whole day. So I would definitely use this on my brides or clients as well. Something that I would definitely have in the kit. I think it's perfect for somebody with slightly dry skin. Even if they have extremely dry skin, just basically moisturize it very well. With my buffer brush, see, it just feels like water. It feels actually even lighter than, yeah, it's beautiful. It feels even lighter than my MAC. And can you see, or can you tell the difference actually from my Huda Beauty or my MAC gives me more of a slightly yellow finish, whereas this one gives me a cooler finish. And I personally prefer cool because I even though I do have a yellow undertone, I do have quite a lot of pink undertones as well, and I personally prefer looking more cool than warm. It's just a personal preference. So I feel like Nars really does a very good range of warm and cool. It's just it's quite difficult to find the right shade though. Like, I tend to mix products and stuff, but this one is absolutely amazing and I do really like it. So I'm definitely giving this I'm definitely giving this a thumbs up. Fenty Beauty, the one foundation everyone's been hyping about, talking about, you know. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I knew I wasn't gonna like it before I even bought it, but I bought it because I wanted to give you guys a review. So this is the color 330. So the colors were fine for me. Like, I think she has a huge range of colors as well, and I was quite impressed. It feels nice because it feels like sort of liquidy. What I didn't like about it was the finish after. And surprisingly, and foundations don't easily oxidize on my skin, but this one did. And people complain a lot about the MAC foundations oxidizing. Honestly, I don't have a problem with the MAC as much as I have a problem with this. Yeah, I just don't like the finish at all. I cannot figure out if it's supposed to be radiant or matte, or I just can't figure it out. But it's, unfortunately, it is a, you know, from everything, and I don't even like the packaging. I'm really sorry, but it's just I knew it wasn't gonna have, I don't know, I personally don't like it. I knew I wasn't going to, and I don't. Armani Luminous Foundation. So to be honest, the reason I'm using this last is because it's my absolute favorite. I've been wearing this now for nearly 1.5 years, I think, and I've always heard a lot about it. I don't know, I think the price point, it is quite an expensive foundation, but I have found this one in particular I've had for nearly 6 months, and I do wear it very often. I would say every second day maybe, and it still lasted me, and that's what I've really liked about it, because even the pump, like, it's a very small pump that comes out. So this is literally one full pump. That's what I use. I use my Oval 6, and yeah, it just feels like water. And with this Luminous foundation, this one's a number 9, I literally feel like it's water. Like, it feels like water on the skin. It feels so light, and it gives me such a radiant, because look, even while I'm applying it, it looks so similar to this side. I hope you think that. I think that. And the only thing is, if you do feel like you have a lot of scars on your face and you want to cover it, then this is probably not going to really do the job for you. I mean, it does cover a little bit. Like, I feel like, you know, some of the scars that I had here, it did cover it. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it showing a little bit through my skin, because I still feel like this is my skin. Whereas with the other foundations, they obviously cover a lot more. So it really depends what you sort of like. So yeah, like I said, it gives me a luminous sort of look. Again, see, the Sheer Glow from Nars gave me a glow. This one kind of gives me a bit of a dewy finish, which I really like. And I think if you are somebody with really dry skin, perfect. If you are somebody with oily skin, which I am in the summer, I still take this, and I even take this on holiday, and you know, I've been wearing it for a lot of my YouTube videos, so it is definitely my favorite. And even right now, I just feel like, you know, I just don't feel like I've got anything on, and it doesn't transfer easily as well. So I really like it. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Maybe I should do this. So please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also do not forget to subscribe, as you will get notifications for every video that I post. And I do post videos every Friday. However, sometimes I do post videos in between so that you don't miss out and you guys can continue to support me. Mwah! Love you loads. Bye. Until next time. And any fat blush, bleh. But what I always like to do, and I dropped it, So you drop it on the floor and then you put it on the face. I do look like a kanji pona karvade.